Okay, for our third project tonight, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute 3D hand sanitizer holder. If you have been around my blog, you know that I love these hand sanitizers from Bath & Body Works. They're $1 and they make a really cute gift. I know everybody needs hand sanitizer these days. So of course I have to dress it up. And I'm going to show you a cute, easy way to make this little strawberry basket. Now, when I first saw the Occasions catalog, this set right here called From the Garden was my favorite. I couldn't wait to get it. Of course, it was November, December when I saw this, but I knew that as soon as spring got here, I would be using this a ton. So when I saw those cute hand sanitizers, I knew that this set would go perfectly with it. It is actually a bundle. It includes all of the stamps that you can get by themselves for only $14.95. Or you can bundle them with the matching framelits for $24.95. It's a 15% savings. So if you do decide to order these, make sure you use the bundled number, which is right here. Okay, I'm sorry, $24.95 for the framelits by themselves, $33.75 for both. Okay, so this is a great bundle. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is show you how to make the little strawberry. And what I did is I used a heart framelit. This is a heart framelit, and it comes in a set of a bunch of hearts like this. Let's see, I can show you all of them. It's a great little selection. And the one that we are using is the third one down, okay? So the third biggest one. And you're going to get a piece of real red cardstock. That is, the width needs to be 2 1/4. All right, and then let's see, I made it 4 inches wide. This is going to help you make that flat bottom, okay? You're going to line that up, and I recommend that you do both of your pieces at the same time so that your front and backs will be exactly the same way, the same width or height. So you're going to put it in your Big Shot like this, and you're going to cut them, and you're going to have this, okay? Then we need the green part, and so we're going to get another piece of cardstock. This is Old Olive, and you're going to take that same heart framelit. Where did I put it? Here it is. That same heart framelit. You're going to do the same thing. This is a 1 1/4, okay? 1 1/4 by 4, and you're going to line that up, and you're just going to cut 1, unless you want to do the back side. I just did the front. And you're going to end up with this. All right, now we want to do the little scallops along the bottom. And I forgot to grab my scallop border punch, so let me grab it. Here we go. I have lots of punches, but this is one of my favorites, scallop border. And the easiest way I find is to put it in here like this so I can see the back. And I'm going to line it up right there, and I'm going to punch. Now, over here, I can see, this is the correct way you're supposed to do it. You can see these scallops right here. So I'm going to line it up with those scallops and punch. And I missed one, but that's okay. I can slide it back in there. Let's do a little bit further, just matching up those scallops on the punch itself. There we go. Now we have it. All right, so now I'm going to take this and I am going to put it on the front. You know what? I have my Fast Fuse. Fast Fuse is much sturdier than snail. It will stick things permanently. With snail, sometimes you can, if you get it in the wrong place, you can lift it up and move it around. Fast Fuse is not going to let you do that. But on the opposite side, it's going to hold, especially on these 3D items that we move around a lot. All right, now, oops, I'm going to use my white Sig gel pen. I don't know, I get it mixed up. There it is, Uniball Signo White, okay? So it's just a gel pen, and I use it all the time. I like to add shine marks to little eyes or a bubble the other day I used it for. It's great for doodling, but it's also great for strawberry seeds. All right, so now we have the front and the back of our strawberry. To make the actual box, you're going to need a piece of real red cardstock that's 4 1/2 by 5. On the long side, this is my Simply Scored. This is a must-have. I love this thing. If you don't have it, you really, really should. All right, on the long side, we're going to measure, we're going to score it 1 3/4 and 3 1/4. And then I'm going to turn it on the short side, on the 4 1/2 inch side, and do 1 3/4 and 2 3/4. Don't worry, I'm going to have all of this listed on the sheet on my blog post. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of fold in these lines, get them all nice and crisp, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut in, let's see which way I want the wide part, like this. All right, so I'm going to cut in like this. This is on the longer side. I'm cutting in these middle flaps. Okay, there. So now you can see this is the longer side. So I cut those in. Now over here for these flaps, I'm just going to cut them off about to about 1/2 inch. This doesn't have to be exact because these are going to be just how you adhere it all together. Okay, so now you've got those. And again, I'm going to use my fast fuse. And when you use fast fuse, you just want to do a little check mark so that you don't get that long string like I did right there. You go down, check. It's hard for me to remember. All right, so now I'm going to glue this right here. And it doesn't matter if this tab goes inside or outside the box because we're going to glue that strawberry right on top of it and it won't be seen. All right, so now I'm going to get my strawberry, and you can see that's going to line up beautifully. And I'm going to put some fast fuse on here. Sometimes you have to get your finger and kind of twist, wind that little wheel up a little bit. It gets backed up in there a tad. All right, I'm going to put that there, flip it around, and do the back. Okay, there we go. We have our basic construction. I've got another piece of Real Red that is 1/2 inch by 6 inches, and I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse on those ends and put it just like that to make the handle. And that's all the construction part is. So now we're going to make it cute. We're going to punch out, let's see, I need a piece of Whisper White. We need a little white flower, and my Petite Petals punch, I believe is what it's called. That is very vanilla. Let's get some Whisper White. All right, I'm just going to punch one of those out. Now, this is a new celebration item that is only available in March until supplies last. And I'm going to use the Hello Honey button in here, a little tiny Hello Honey button. Okay, and I'm going to easily stick that on with a glue dot. Remember, celebration items you can't purchase them. You can only get them for free with a $50 minimum order purchase. And if you order tonight, make sure you use the hostess code. That way you can get your free supplies for this project. But remember, if your order is over $150, don't use a hostess code because then you get your own hostess benefits. Any order of a minimum $150 gets hostess benefits, and $150 actually gets you $25 in free merchandise. So that way you can get your own hostess benefits. All right, so what I did is I cut off a piece of the Hello Honey twine, and I'm going to untwist it a little bit. You're not going to be able to untwist it completely, but you can untwist it loose enough to where you can start unraveling this. I thought the twine itself was a little too thick for this project, so I'm just pulling out some strings. Makes your twine go a little bit further too, right? All right, isn't it cute? I'm just going to tie this curvy little bow. All right, you're going to snip those ends off, and then watch this. I did not thread my button. I'm going to stick that on a baby little mini glue dot, and I'm just going to stick it right there on the button. Don't thread your button. It's too hard. It takes too long. Just stick it on there with glue dot. No one's ever going to see. And I'm going to stick it right on there with a Stampin' Dimensional. All right, the last thing that we need to do is we're going to make a little tag, it looks like a little planter stake. And I cut, using Whisper White, I cut out one of these. This comes in that bundle. Whoops, I got thread everywhere. And look how many you get. Even a little bow and a little shovel and a pot and all of these little garden stakes. All right, so I cut one out in white, and I'm going to use this stamp from the garden set, and this is Real Red. Now remember, when you're using photopolymer, don't smash it. You'll get ink everywhere. Just tap, tap, tap lightly is all you need. And because it's photopolymer, you can see exactly where you're stamping it. That's real red. This is gold olive. And again, you can see exactly where you're stamping. Perfect. That's the best part of those photopolymers, is that you can see exactly where you're stamping. All right, a little fast fuse. I think I might have put that a little bit too high. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to stick it like it's coming out, like it's in the garden there. All right. So there you have it. I hope you guys like this project. I'll be on Facebook tonight. Please ask me any questions that you might have. And remember, if you want this set with the framelits, use that bundle number. It's a great deal. All right. Thanks so much, guys.